Hello, listeners. Welcome back to Master Your Money and Mindset. I'm Elizabeth Hiza, Chief Marketing Officer at the Barnum Financial Group. Today, we are really melting together the money and mindset aspect of this show. Today, we are going to be talking about the concept of it's too late. So when we put it's too late in front of a statement, right? That's our mindset keeping us from taking an action. And in our world, in the world of personal finance and in the world of financial planning, we constantly hear people say, it's too late. It's too late to do X. It's too late to do Y. And having that it's too late mindset, all it does is it keeps you stuck and it keeps you from progressing forward. So I want to talk about the biggest it's too lates that we hear in our world and take you through why it's just not a true statement. Why in these situations, your mindset is keeping you from taking an action. And I share this episode because what we also see a lot here at Barnum is regret. And regret is a very real thing. Regret that you didn't start saving for retirement earlier. Regret that you did not put more money away for a child's education. Regret that you didn't have a financial plan in place. Regret that you didn't take advantage of company benefits. That regret shows up so often in our world, and it does not go the opposite way. We have not come across anybody who has ever regretted saving too much money for retirement or purchasing too much life insurance or having college savings ready to go for when your child is ready. So it doesn't matter where you are right now. And no matter how far behind you might feel, or even if you feel like you're on track, taking an action always puts you in a better position versus waiting. So I want to talk through 6 areas, 6 it's too late statements that can help you make meaningful progress. So number 1, the thought process of it's too late for me to understand. Maybe your husband or your wife or your parents have always done the finances and you have just never been involved because you just don't understand. And it seems really overly complicated. So you tell yourself, well, it's too late. I haven't done it all these years. So why am I going to start now? Now, most of us understand the basics that income brings in money and expenses pull it out. But between those 2 points, there is a huge world of strategies, tools, and decisions that can make an enormous difference in your long-term financial future. So you want to start by getting honest about your expenses. That's where the majority of financial concepts and strategies come from, which is simply cash flow. We don't need to jump into huge complex investment strategies or huge estate planning strategies. If you don't understand finances, the best place to start is with your own. And know the money you have coming in and the money you have coming out. You should know the cost of your daily coffee runs, the subscriptions that you subscribe to, the quick lunches, how much you spend going out to eat every month. They all add up in ways that surprise you. So tracking your expenses for even 1 month reveal a ton of opportunities to redirect that money towards your goals. And it'll help you understand what you might be leaving at the table. So many people contribute to a 401k without ever checking whether they're capturing their employer's full matching contributions. So that is essentially free money towards your retirement. So understanding how your plan works and how to maximize that match is one of the highest return financial moves available to you. Now, most people start by saying, I just can't give up anymore. I can't give up any more money, but they don't understand where their money is going. So they don't understand. They can't see the extra dollars that are already there. But just understanding the cash flow, money in and money out, will help you realize that you may have a few extra dollars available to you that could go towards bigger financial goals moving forward. So next one, it's never too late to tackle your debt. Debt has a way of feeling permanent. The balance never seems to shrink or go away. The interest keeps compounding and it could start to feel like you'll never get out. Some people respond by stressing over it constantly and avoid taking any action or avoid looking at it altogether. But neither approach is going to help because neither approach is going to actually remove the debt or reduce what you owe. But the good news is that there are proven paths to move forward. So you may have heard of the debt avalanche method, which is paying off your highest interest debt first, or the debt snowball, which is paying off your smallest balance first to build momentum. Debt consolidation can simplify multiple payments into one, but sometimes there's a charge for that. And in some cases, negotiating with creditors directly can reduce what you owe or lower your interest rate. Also, it's important to note that financial professionals can assist you with debt management. People often think they need to get rid of their debt before they meet with a financial planner, but that is not true. A financial planner can give you big insights as to how to handle your debt and which of these options would be best for you and what to do once you clear out that debt so it doesn't happen again. So working with a financial professional can help with that. It's too late to manage that debt. It is not something you have to live with or assume you have to live with. The most important step though, is to simply stop letting debt sit unaddressed. So every payment made is progress. Number 3, we hear very often, I've always been really unorganized with my finances. I'm not going to start now. It's too late to get organized. But automatic bill payments, digital banking have made money management way more convenient than they ever have been. They've also made it incredibly easy to completely lose track of where your money is going. So subscription services are a perfect example because most of us spend more on subscriptions each month than we think we do. Streaming services, apps, memberships, reoccurring charges, they compound into what can be a real monthly drain. Adding autopay on utilities and bills that have quietly increased, you can find yourself really overextended without ever making a single conscious spending decisions. So without even thinking or taking an action or at least hitting the one-click button, you're overextending your finances possibly. So you want to audit your automatic payments. Pull up your bank and credit card statements, go line by line, and cancel what you no longer use or value. Then redirect those dollars towards savings or debt repayment. But that's a really quick win you can make. 10 times out of 10, when we have anybody do a cash flow audit, they are shocked at what they see. And they can find at least one substantial change to make that will add more dollars to their bottom line. Step 4, it's never too late to set goals. So once you have a clearer picture of where your money is going, the natural next step is deciding where you want your money to go. So goals are what turn financial planning from a chore into a purpose. So maybe it's a family vacation you've always put off, a home renovation, paying off your mortgage early or funding an education, building an emergency fund that finally gives you breathing room, or retiring on your own terms rather than out of necessity. Whatever those goals are, you need to write them down and work towards them. Attach real numbers and timelines to them. The simple act of making these goals concrete dramatically increases your chances of actually getting there. So saying a goal of, I just want to have a lot of money, or I just don't want to have to think about what I buy, or I just want to buy whatever I want. I can understand how all those statements seem attractive, but they're not true goals and they're not realistic and they're very subjective and they're a little bit wishful thinking, right? But having a goal of, I want to be debt free by January 1st, 2027, or I want to have X amount in my emergency fund by January 1st, 2027. Those are really, really great financial goals, right? So the more specific, the better. So step 5 and my personal favorite, or actually step 5 and 6, that are my personal favorite that you guys hear me preaching about endlessly is it's never too late to have a financial plan. It's never too early, or it's never too late, I should say. So another number worth sitting with is that nearly 67% of Americans between the ages of 50 and 74 don't have a formal retirement plan. That means the majority of people approaching retirement are navigating it without a map. A financial plan isn't a fixed document you create once and file away. It's really a living framework that adapts as your income grows and your family expands and your goals shift or when the market moves. A lot can happen year to year that would cause your financial plan to need adjustments. But for those of you who are 50 or older, there are catch-up contribution provisions specifically designed for you. So in 2025, if you're 50 or older, you can contribute an additional $7,500 to a 401k or 403b beyond that standard limit, and an extra $1,000 to an IRA. If you're between 60 and 63, an even higher catch-up limit of $11,250 applies to your 401k. But these provisions exist for a reason. They're an invitation to accelerate, but you have to know they're available to take advantage of them. And that's why building a financial plan and working with a financial planner is going to help you get to those goals faster. And then lastly, the best for last, I think this is one of the it's never too lates that people are most likely to talk themselves out of. And that is meeting with a financial professional or assuming your financial picture has to be perfect before you can meet with a financial professional. Neither one of these things are true because a qualified financial professional meets people where they are. So whether you're 30 years old with student loans and no savings, or if you're 45 with a growing family and competing priorities, or if you're in your 60s wondering if retirement is even possible and how you're going to manage it. No matter what your scenario is, the right advisor will help you understand your options, create a realistic path forward for you, and help you make decisions with confidence rather than anxiety. You don't need to have it figured out before you walk in the door. That is literally what your financial professional will do. Okay, so steps. Let's make sure that we track our spending for the next 30 days. Don't observe or judge, just get the data. Next, pull out your 401k and find out if you're getting your full employer match. And if you're not, make sure you fix that. 3, audit your automatic payments. Cancel one thing you don't need, that you don't value, and redirect that money somewhere that matters. Number 4, write down one financial goal with a number and a date attached to it and put it somewhere where you could see it every day. And 5, if you don't have a financial plan, make one appointment. That's all. One conversation can change your entire financial trajectory. You should never be charged to have a consultation with a financial advisor. You should be able to get a 15-minute consultation for free to determine if the advisor is a right fit for you and if you're a right fit for them. If you don't know where to start, you can always go to barnumfinancialgroup.com and book a financial consultation there. They are always complimentary, and that can at least get you started. Okay, folks, so understanding your finances, addressing your debt, getting organized, setting goals, building a plan, and talking to someone who can help you put it all together. It's never too late to do any of those things, but the best time to act is always today versus tomorrow. Okay, so if you're ready to take that first step, reach out to a financial professional here at Barnum Financial Group. You can also visit our website, like I said. There is no judgment, just a real conversation about where you are and where you want to go. As always, please make sure you are subscribed wherever you listen to our podcast and follow us on Instagram. I'm Elizabeth Hiza, and I will see you next time on Master Your Money and Mindset. Thank you for listening to Master Your Money and Mindset. You can find these episodes on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you heard. You can follow Barnum Financial Group on LinkedIn and Instagram. Thanks so much.
All opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their current opinions and do not reflect the opinions their respective parent companies or affiliates or the companies with which the program participants are affiliated. Investments or strategies mentioned in this program may not be suitable for you, and you should make your own independent decision regarding them. This material does not take into account your particular investment objectives, financial situation, or needs, and is not intended as recommendations appropriate for you. You should strongly consider seeking advice from your own investment advisor. Securities and investment advisory services offered through qualified registered representatives of MML Investor Services, LLC. Member SIPC, 6 Corporate Drive, Shelton, Connecticut, 06484, telephone number 203-513-6000.